Okay, so I just finished going through the modules for this course, and I updated all of the images and adjusted all of the text. You'll see that they're updated with the new images. Everything is 12-point font now, and all of the bold and coloring has been replaced or removed. And so the last piece of updating this template is to update the faculty resources, which we now call, what is this called? Instructor Resources - do not publish, and then also Module 0. So at the top you'll see any existing content that was in the course, and since we imported these modules into the course, that was one of our very first steps. We will need to move the new ones to the top of the page and then add any course-specific content to these pages and delete the originals from the course, since they will now be using these. The reason for this is because our instructors, our instructional designers, and our team have made so many updates to the content, both for reasons of policy in our office and for accessibility reasons. So we need to first move these two new modules up to the top of the page. You can either do this by dragging and dropping, which you can drag and drop either a whole module or a piece of a module. Or there is an option, if you go to the far right hand side of the module, you can click on the gear icon and click move to, and then that's when you've got a full module to move to the entire top of the page. I find it often easier. So I'm going to click move module before faculty resources, which is the first module on the page. I want this to be the first module. And then down here for our new module 0, I'm going to click and tell it to, not edit, click and tell it to move to before module 0 introduction, which was the original module 0 in this course. So I'm going to move that up there. So we'll work with the module Instructor Resources Do Not Publish first. The majority of this in this course is just going to stay the same. The only thing that we had in the existing course is the course author notes. So what you would do is you would go in here and see, and this is really pretty easy to do. This instructor has not filled this page out. They don't even have their name. So this is going to be as easy as just deleting this page from the course because it was not being utilized by the course author in the beginning. So we've deleted the page from the course. That's going to take you automatically to the page of the course. We want to go back to modules. That was the only thing in that module, so we're just going to delete this. And then if the instructor decides to use this in the future, or another instructor goes to use this course, then they will have all of those resources that they need right there in that very first module for them. So the second thing we need to do is to check module 0, which we had been calling module 0 getting started, and now it is called module 0 course essentials. And so this is where you're going to go into the existing module 0. Let's go look at what they even have in the course. Okay, so there's some information here. Okay, so she actually has quite a bit of information in this course. So we don't want to lose any of that information, but we want to house it on the new and improved module page. So for the previous task, which was the syllabus page and the rest of the modules, modules 1 through 15, we were leaving the content on the page and we were updating these images. Now for this module, we're actually going to take the content from the page and we're going to put it in the new page. So first, this is where it's going to be really beneficial for you to have two screens. So I'm actually going to copy this course URL into a new window. And so I'm going to go to the new Module 0, which is the Module 0 Course Essentials. I'm going to open that up. There are some existing outcomes in this course. I'm just going to go and take these outcomes from the existing page, the old Module 0. I'm just going to take these out, and I'm going to add these to the new Module 0. So we're not losing any of the existing content. We're just adding to what we have on the new page. So then it is really better if you kind of review these to see if there are any that are pretty much the same thing. And so the first one in our Module 0 template says identify the necessary skills for successful online learning. And then the first module that she had was to explain online learning. So that's the same thing. So we're going to take that one out and we're just going to keep the one that we already had. Then the next two are going to be course specific. And I'm just going to make this capitalized because that's the way that you typically see this. Just trying to clean things up a little bit. So then I'll go back to the existing one. We can get rid of this now. That way we can just know what we've looked at and what we haven't. Logging in we cover in here. That's actually covered in our Online Essentials page. And it's also covered in the home page for this course. So we're just going to get rid of that. Is online learning right for me? This is actually covered in here as well. Let's see if I can show you where. Okay, so online learning, there is a presentation here, there's a presentation here, there's some other things here, and then there is an online learning right for me. I believe it's an assignment that we have in Module 0. So we're just going to get rid of all of this. We'll just get rid of all of this because we cover all of that in our Module 0. And then this is a course-specific assignment, but we have this as the actual assignment. This is what I was saying before with this course, where we don't want to have this content on, we don't want to have the information for an assignment on the overview page. We want that to actually be in the assignment where the students are forced to hit next to get to their assignment. So we're going to take that out. In physics, you just have to go through and you have to try to figure out if this is something that you feel is course specific that we need to switch over. Like this appears to be course specific, so I'm gonna cut this out of this page and I'm gonna put this over here in this other page in the new module. So we'll just add this down here under resources. We'll just clean that up just a bit. I know that we have plagiarism on our website, so I'm going to take that out. The discussion is going to be something that's added in the actual module. We don't want it on the content page. And then this I'm not really sure about, so if you're not sure about something, just go ahead and add it. You don't want the instructor to lose any content that might be beneficial for them to still have in their course. So we'll just go ahead and add this. Now at the bottom of this page, is going to be a summary of the items for the module. I did see that we had 2 things in this module, so we're going to go ahead and add those there. We can click cancel here. We're done with this page. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. So I'm going to click to delete that. We don't need that introduction anymore. It's got broken images anyway. We'll go back to the module and we'll get these 2 assignments. This is where that drag and drop is going to be beneficial. So we've got a Module 0 assignment and a Module 0 discussion. We're going to go to the Module Overview page. We're going to list these, Module 0, and you want them to be in order. Module 0 assignment and Module 0 discussion. Now we're done with this page. You can click Save. And then the only other thing you have to do with this is, see, we've got all our pieces in there. So we need to go and drag these pieces up into this module. So you'll see that there is a built-in Module 0 introduction discussion, but she already had one, so we're going to get rid of ours because there was one that was specific to that course. So we'll just go and delete that. And then you just want to double check everything. So the instructor resources are pretty cut and dry for this course because the instructor didn't even have anything in the course pretty much. So for we can go ahead and delete this Module 0 that she already had too. So we'll just double check her assignments for text. Yeah, this needs to be adjusted to 12-point font. So we'll just highlight that and make that 12-point font. Take that highlighting off. And I think there's some bold, so we'll get rid of that. And then that's all we have to do for that. And we'll just double check the discussion and then we'll be done. That looks pretty good. I'll just take that little bit of bold off that one page. Alright, so we're done with this. That takes us through Instructor Resources and Module 0. Those modules are going to be very similar in the fact that you don't want to delete any of the content that is course specific for the course. If it was in regards to policy or plagiarism or something, that's going to be covered, so you don't need to worry about copying anything like that. We've already got that in there. So you just want to look for anything that's course specific and copy that and put it over into the new module. Then you're just going to delete those pages and you're going to delete those modules once you're done. I did want to add briefly that since we did delete the original Module 0, this button no longer is going anywhere. It goes to a page that no longer exists. So we want to go ahead and fix that. And so you go, if you do have an original Module 0 that you had to get rid of that was already linked to the home page, you want to now link it to the new Module 0. So just click on Module 0 there, click on Modules over here, and then we're going to click on Module 0 Online Essentials. And so then we just click Save, and that should be good to go.